the wearing the certain kind of clothes and the shirts start?
I'll tell you exactly when it was. It was SummerSlam 1995 in Pittsburgh. We had already bought our tickets, but there was something that was going on. We couldn't sit in the front row. We were in the fourth row in a section that was just off center. You could still see us, but anyway, the reason why you could see us is it was the night before the show. It was Saturday night. We were going to dinner from the hotel in Pittsburgh into downtown. So because it was dark, we were wearing the colors. Jan was actually wearing the pink. I was wearing the yellow. We're leaving the hotel. Bob Collins is coming back to the hotel. I think he was with Ed Cohen or someone like that. So they were coming back, and Bob goes, "Chris, how are you? It's so good to see you. You're going to the show tomorrow." He says, "I forget. Where are you sitting?" I said, "Well, we're sitting not in the front row. We're kind of in the fourth row. We're probably not going to be seen." And Bob says, "Those are the perfect things for you to wear. I think you and Jan should wear those bright colors, and you should sit where you, and I'll bet you anything
Really?
find you." And that is exactly how it did. Because when we saw the show, later we're in the fourth row, but criminy, I mean, you could see us as plain as day. This works. I mean, this works. So it was originally windbreakers because those are the real bright, surf style windbreakers you bought in markets or stuff. But I mean, they were too hot to wear in the summer. They were too cold to wear in the winter. So we ended up getting, hoodies like this or, regular shirts that were those colors just to, to be comfortable. But that is how it started. SummerSlam 1995 in Pittsburgh.
Boy, we have so much in common. That's when I became a heel, with SummerSlam 2003. When it comes to buying the tickets, and I think because so many people have asked me over the years about certain people that come to a lot of shows, and they go, "Oh, clearly the company had to buy those for you." When it comes to Sign Guy, we were in Sacramento one time, and he flew out from Dallas. And I remember bringing him backstage, and Triple H told him, "Listen, you're a huge fan. We want to take care of you at every show." Because he would go because his wife had passed away in tribute to her. You go with your wife for all of these years. It's a package deal. It's something that means a lot to me to see people like you or Sign Guys share in that. He was always adamant that he never wanted to get free tickets. Why was it so important to you to always pay for your ticket?
Because I mean, it was a condition that I was so surprised when Bob mentioned that to us in '94. It's like, oh wow, I mean that would be great. But I had a very good paying job. I worked for 30 years for the state of Ohio for workers' comp as a fraud investigator and a claims examiner. So between Jan being a nurse and me doing what I did, I mean, we just felt it was right. It was the right thing to do to pay for the tickets. I didn't want to crawl to anybody for comps or feel like that or that, we were owed or anything. I mean, we always insisted on paying because we just simply felt it was the right thing to do for the company. It was just the right thing to do. It wasn't any more deep or philosophical. Other than that, it was just the right thing to pay for the tickets so that we would have nothing hanging over our head and enjoying ourselves.
It's funny because the business is built. There's one word that we all use in the business more than any other word, and that's respect. And I think a lot of times people like yourselves or others don't know or understand that those stories circulate backstage. We know, we understand, we hear about it. And so we always respected people like you because you weren't trying to take advantage of a situation.